guys, this is Tonya Emm and welcome back to my channel, Glam Mommy on a Budget. So I know I just started my channel again. However, I still want to do this video. I am going to be doing my favorite wigs or my best wigs for the year 2017. A lot of them I have not made a video for because I just started my channel. Even though I procrastinated, I should have been starting my channel. But yeah, so I'm gonna go over them, even though I haven't been active on YouTube until recently, and nobody I mean, I don't have as many followers as other YouTubers yet. However, I'm pretty sure you'll stumble across this video later on in 2018. Like, let me go grab that wig because it might be on sale now. It's been almost a year. So yeah, I will be as I talk about the wig, I'll be putting pictures up so you can see what the wig looks like as I talk. You know how that goes. So I'm gonna be reading off because I have to write it down because I have to really go through my phone, and I said whatever picture I'm taking the most of, that was the wig that I was rocking at the time. Because you know, synthetic wigs, as you wear them and they get older, you're gonna toss them out. You're gonna either revamp them or toss them out. So yeah, let me go ahead and start. So the first one, this is when I first started wearing wigs. I got a couple of wigs, and obviously the first one was a fail for me, but I kept going, and I've stumbled upon this wig, which was Noel by the Biogenic collection. This is one of my favorite wigs. I don't remember which color it is that I got it in this picture, but I also had to go back. I got her in the color number 2, and I got her in a blonde. Like, this is the perfect cut. The swoop on the bang is perfect. The length is perfect. The texture mimics real African American hair. So that was one of the wigs that I really enjoyed first. Next, I discovered Friday Night Hair, and I think when people do these reviews or the year-end reviews on their favorite wigs, a lot of them just stick to the main companies, but Friday Night Hair is really popular. You can see a lot of reviews on YouTube. So the wig that I love the most from them was the GLS 27. The color was on point. The curls were on point. I love their wigs because I'm a swoop girl. Like, I like to take a wig and like swoop it over and wear it messy like that. Oh, this is cute now. Look at that. I'm that type of girl. So what I really appreciate their frontals on their synthetic units. They are a bit pricey, but it's cool. For $50, the style that they provide and the flexibility with the parting, I will take it. I will pay $50. The only thing I didn't like, and this is with all Friday Night Hairs, is the smell. I don't know if it's the plastic bags they send this stuff in or the factory, but it has this really harsh plastic smell, and you have to like let that wig breathe for a couple of days before you even go out and wear it. So next one was Modell Alpine Meadow. I was looking for I started getting into blonde wigs, and I was looking for a really like stark blonde because for my complexion, I either like yellow blondes or like they have to be like warm blondes. So this one was like a platinum blonde. I was like, yes, I gotta have it. And this is funny because I never wore it out around that time because I was scared. Like, oh my god, I'm a chocolate girl wearing blonde. People are gonna say something. But I wore it in the house. I took a million pictures because I'm like, I love this color on my skin. I love it, love it. Eventually, I did go outside with the blonde. Don't worry. The next one is Zuri Nova. When I first got this wig, I got it in the RT Sombre Peach. I did not like the cut or the style. It was a middle part. It was just really awkward. So I flat ironed her, kept the curl in the bang, and wore her to the side like this picture. Eventually, when the blunt cut bob craze started coming in, I went for it and I styled it, cut it, moved it back to the middle, and cut it in a blunt cut. And I rocked that thing so many times, honey. I got so many compliments on it. This is what I mean when I tell y'all can revamp these wigs to make them how you like it. Trust me, it can happen. The next one is Bobbi Boss Xena. This wig came out after, what was it? Yara. Everybody was going crazy over Yara. Me, I didn't care too much for it. I didn't like the texture of Yara. Even Xena, like they have the same texture. It looks like fake, like braiding hair made into a wig. The crimps in it just bothers me. But I did buy Yara. I got it in a color I really wasn't fascinated about, but that's all I had available because everybody was buying Yara at the time. Everybody wanted Yara, and so there was really not a lot of color options available after a while. I didn't like the way it landed on my shoulders, and my neck is short. So when they came out with Xena, it was a shorter version. I hopped on it, and I got that blonde color. I actually got it in 2 colors because the first time I bought it, it was a really stark 613, like a yellow. But I wanted to try this one color, this more toned down blonde, which doesn't go with my skin complexion. As it turns out, it's not my thing. So yeah. But I wore it out like 2 dates, and I loved it. Like, oh my gosh, I got a lot of compliments. I wore it to work, got a lot of compliments, everything. That was my easy go-to wig at the point. It was for me, middle parts are always easy to go to because you don't gotta stick your size down, nothing like that. Next on my list is the Brown Sugar 5x3 frontal wig, and then style Florence. It's just a straight wig that has 5" by 3 parting. So 5, I think it's 5, yeah, 5x3 here. But what I did with this wig, I so revamped it. Number one, it was too puffy for me, so I flat ironed it. The color at the time was a really, really yellow, so I was kind of unsure about it. So what I did was take some red dye, and I dyed her a cotton candy pink. I was in love with that wig. I got so many compliments. I wore it and wore it and wore it. However, unfortunately with red dye, as you wash it, it comes out with the synthetic wigs. So instead of just dyeing it again, I just wore it in its natural, like, yellowish blonde, which still was a nice color on me. I wore that for the longest time. Then next on the list is Juba by Bobbi Boss, and this is big because I'm always revamping my wigs. However, Juba, I didn't have to touch her. She was perfect right out the box. I love that wig. I wear it all the time. It kind of was a little heavy on the ends for me because it was like bumped, but it still looked good. It still looked natural. It was an easy throw on the go wig. Next on the list is Zury's Land wig. Baby, this is my wig. Let me tell you, this looks like some body wave bundle hair. I bought her in 2 colors. I got her in that RT burgundy, which you see here, and I got her in number 2 or number 4. Number 4. That will always be like one of my go-to wigs. However, it does tangle a lot. That's the only thing I didn't like about it, was that the tangling was too much. It was off the chain, so I couldn't really wear it as often as I wanted to, because if it starts to tangle, and it's gonna start getting nappy on the ends, and that's not what we want to see wigs, especially not going into a new year. We don't want any nappy wigs. I don't want to see them out. I don't. So next on the list is Bobbi Boss Christina. So a lot of people were really happy about the wig. They said it was really tangly and whatnot, which is expected. It did come out during summer months. It's a big bushy wig. It's on your neck. Like, no, we don't want it on our neck. It's gonna get sweaty. It's gonna get nappy. However, it was like I think it was supposed to be a full frontal wig, but the way it's set up, like, it didn't. My hairline just poked through. So what I did was just glue it up on the front. I have a weird hairline. Y'all seen it. And I rocked that wig in a high ponytail, flip over, everything. That was my wig for a long time, honey. And it came in this. I got it in this really pretty blue. So she's definitely on the list. Next is Newborn Freetress Magic Lace in the MOU 15. I loved this blonde wig. Oh my gosh, they had this color called Sugar Blonde. They still have it on some of their wigs. And this was like the perfect blonde. Like, it was like go to the salon and get your hair naturally dyed blonde. And I did darken the roots because I was a little shaky. This was my first time wearing blonde out. That was my first time wearing blonde out for real, for real. I wore colors. I wore the pink, cotton candy pink. I wore purple. I wore blue. But it's my first time wearing like blonde. There's always a stigma with black girls and blonde. Like we're trying to be white if we wear blonde, but we can wear any other color and just be ghetto. You know, we always get the negative stereotypes, whatever. So it was like I got my courage. I was like, F it, I'm wearing this wig, and I did. I wore it. I was so happy. It was nicest length for me. I prefer silkier hair. So I did flat iron her because she came a little more like crimply, like that crimply yucky stuff. So I just flat ironed her. That was my boo for a long time. Freetress equal 6-inch parting lace wig, but in the style maxi. That was my boo. And if you can see in these pictures, I wore her all the time, just like if I didn't want to get dressed up. She was one of those throw on and go wigs because it was a natural wavy curl to her. You could just go out, wear her with no makeup and still look nice and good. The only thing I didn't like was that it was a lace parting and not a lace wig. So it did not have lace on the perimeter, and a lace parting just looked really odd and off. You have to put like liquid concealer onto her just to like have it blend, and it was still that line of demarcation. So that was the only thing. If I could revamp that wig, I would definitely get that same wig with lace around the perimeter. Let's see, what else? What's next? It's a wig, super Swiss lace rich. Now, I'm not sure if this wig came out in 2017, but I discovered her in 2017, and baby, this is the most prettiest wig. The curls are nice and bouncy. It's not too full. She's a super Swiss lace, so gluing her down is easy. And I wore her all the time. I got so many compliments. It looks like natural hair or natural sewing. Can't beat that, right? Next is Freetress equal Freedom Part Lace 201. This, I was looking for a nice, sleek, easy wig to wear to work. I can just throw her on and go. This was the one for me for that. It does come with only a little bit of lace in the front, but that's even better. It's fine. You ain't got to do too much to her. I did press her out because it had a little bump on the ends. It looked kind of cheesy. It looked kind of wiggish. The little bump, so I just flattened her out. And I wore her for the longest time. People thought it was my natural hair. They thought it was sewing something. It did not look like a wig, not appear like a wig. And it didn't have the ear tabs. That way, if you want to shift her from left to right, you could do so. It's a very versatile wig. Very dress up and go or dress down and go type of wig. Love it. Next, it's a wig, Sugar Song. I did do a review on that wig, and that is currently up on my channel, and I will post a link up above somewhere to let you click on it. You can see that review. I love that wig. Mind you, I have not worn her out. Mind you, I have not gone anywhere but work. However, that wig is an easy throw on and go wig. I feel like I haven't worn her to work because of the color. It is a blonde. I try to keep it kind of like low-key and easy at work. I don't wear makeup to work as much because I get up so early. So it's pointless for me to do a full face. And for me, if I'm going to have blonde hair, I got to do a full face. Like, honey, like I'm going to go out with the blonde hair that's already daring. I got to have the full face with it. So if I had bought Sugar Song in like a 1B or 2, I'll probably been wearing her every day. So I might go ahead and purchase her in a 1B or 2 just to have her on deck to purchase. And if we're talking about, and oh yeah, and Sugar Song is a full wig. So very easy, throw it on, go, brush it out, bye. If we're talking about another full wig that's easy, this is my last, this is my number 15. I got her when I first started wearing wigs. This is Isis Brown Sugar BS 103. It's a nice full bang long layered unit. I got her in a 1B and I got so many compliments. Even my ex-boyfriend at the time, his mother asked about that wig. That's how poppin' it was. Like, everybody wanted that wig. Like, everybody gave me compliments on that wig. The bang was nice and full. Most wigs, when you get the bang, it's kind of like flat or it's not thick. This bang was on point. The length of the wig was on point. It was a good 18 inches. And the texture mimicked real African American natural hair, like pressed out natural hair. Really appreciated that wig. Really love that wig. And I've been looking, I keep putting off like certain wigs I want to buy again, but I think I'm gonna start doing, I think I'm gonna stack up on the wigs that I remember and that got me through those rough times, those rough mornings where I didn't want to get up and leave the house and I didn't want to get dressed, but I still wanted to look good, throw that thing on and go. So this is my top 15 wigs of 2017. Yeah, so stay tuned because 2018 we're going to be doing a lot more reviews on this channel, a lot more product reviews on makeup, cheap and expensive clothing, and also what else? Ooh, maybe household cheap, like off of cheap sites like AliExpress and Wish and stuff like that. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram and Twitter for more for quicker updates, and bye.